Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something super exciting. We're looking at the professional footprint of an emerging multimedia talent. We are completely breaking down the curriculum vitae, the real-world skills, and the raw experience of Mohammed Anas Fahim bin Mohab Farid. So, instead of just reading down a piece of paper, we're going to really unpack what makes a modern multimedia student stand out in today's insanely competitive creative landscape. We're going to explore his foundation, his hands-on grit, and the comprehensive toolkit he brings to the table.
But, before we really get into the weeds of Anas's background, I've got to pose this question to you. What actually defines a truly versatile digital creator today? Think about it for a second. The industry is way past looking for people who just know how to press a record button on a camera, right? They are hunting for adaptable, multi-skilled talent. They want someone who gets the technical side, the creative side, and the organizational side of a production. And as we go through this explainer, you're going to see exactly how Anas serves as a literal prime example of this new wave of adaptable, cross-functional creators.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Part 1, meet the versatile creator, core ethos, and professional drive. Because honestly, before we even talk about the cameras he operates or the software he uses, we absolutely need to understand his mindset. Listen to this quote, pulled directly from his professional profile. He says, "I consider myself a responsible, versatile, and disciplined person. I am looking forward to get new experience." Notice that huge emphasis on discipline and responsibility? In digital creative video production, reliability is literally just as important as creativity. You can have the absolute best eye for a shot in the world, but man, if you don't have the discipline to show up on time, manage your files, and actually meet your deadlines, the whole project just falls apart. Plus, his hunger to get new experience, that shows a serious growth mindset, which is crucial in an industry where tech and trends evolve practically overnight.
Moving on to part 2, a foundation in multimedia, educational journey. To really understand his current capabilities, we first need to look at the academic journey that brought him here.
Let's move to and see how this all builds up. It's a journey of really steady progression. From 2015 to 2019, he tackled his primary education at Sekolah Rendah Arab Jayam Pernu. Then, from 2020 to 2025, he moved through Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Pernu, locking in a very solid set of SPM results, including 3 A's and 2 B's, so there's that consistent academic capability. But the absolute most crucial part of this timeline is where he is right now, enrolled at Polytechnic Tuanku Said Sirajuddin, or PTSS. And he isn't just taking general classes, no. He is specifically studying digital creative video production technology. This means he is currently immersing himself deep in the highly specialized technical weeds of modern video creation.
Which brings us to part 3, real-world experience, action, and application. Because, let's face it, theory is only half the battle. And this brilliantly illustrates how he applies that theory when the pressure is really on. His primary hands-on role out in the real world is as a cameraman. Being the person behind that lens requires this really unique blend of technical knowledge, like deeply understanding exposure, framing, and focus, mixed with the raw physical stamina to capture the action as it actually happens. And he doesn't just have informal self-taught experience either. He holds a professional certification from a lithography studio, which completely validates his technical abilities behind the camera.
Let's break down exactly what kind of environments he operates in, because it's impressive. He's been the photographer for school annual sports events. Now, if you have ever tried to shoot live sports, you know it is incredibly demanding. You've got to anticipate the action, deal with crazy, constantly changing outdoor lighting, and catch fast-moving subjects. It requires razor-sharp reflexes. But then, on the flip side, he's also a cameraman for marriage events. Weddings are an entirely different beast. They are high-stakes, totally unrepeatable moments. You're dealing with low lighting, highly emotional situations, and super long hours where you absolutely cannot afford to miss that one crucial shot. The fact that Anas can adapt to both the high-energy chaos of a sports field and the high-stakes precision of a wedding aisle, that proves some immense versatility. Next up, part 4, the creative toolkit, skills and languages. We're going to see that he is much more than just a person behind a camera. Now, what's really interesting about his skill set is the sheer diversity of his software toolkit. Crucially for a video production student, his technical chops include high proficiency in Adobe Premiere Pro, allowing him to professionally edit and finalize high-quality footage. But he combines this with fantastic pre-production and corporate capabilities, being a native user of Canva, Microsoft Word, and PowerPoint. Why does that matter? Well, because long before you ever shoot a video, you have to build the pitch deck, write the script, and clearly communicate your visual ideas. His fluency in these essential industry presentation tools means he can completely manage the administrative and design foundation before the camera ever starts rolling.
But then there's this, a really unique, organic attribute. He has native drawing skills. In a world that is heavily dominated by digital tools, having a hands-on artistic ability gives him a massive creative edge. Think about it. A creator who can physically draw has a huge advantage when it comes to storyboarding a complex video shoot, sketching out a set design, or just quickly conceptualizing a frame for a client. It perfectly bridges the gap between raw imagination and the digital screen.
So the crucial point is how all of these technical and artistic skills actually get communicated. Anas possesses fantastic verbal communication and slide presentation abilities. Furthermore, he is highly bilingual. He's a native English speaker who is also completely fluent in Malay. And in the production world, communication is literally everything. You have to direct talent, coordinate with a busy crew, and fully understand nuanced client briefs. His bilingual capabilities ensure that absolutely nothing gets lost in translation on set, making him a highly effective and collaborative communicator.
Finally, part 5. Let's connect. Future collaborations. Let's get you the details.
So we've seen his disciplined mindset, his on-the-ground, high-stakes experience, and his incredibly versatile toolkit. If you are a potential client or maybe an academic reviewer looking to reach out, here is his direct contact info. You can reach Anas by phone at 016-890-9245 or shoot him an email at fahimmudaananas@gmail.com. And for some local context, he's based right out of KM 13 Jalan Sungai Simlang in Umbai, Merlimau. Which leaves us with one final provocative thought. We've just seen the clear evidence of a young creator who is actively building a super robust, diverse skill set in digital creative video production. From the chaotic sports field to the emotional wedding aisle, from mastering Adobe Premiere Pro to his native drawing skills, he is putting in the work. So the question is, are you ready to bring a disciplined, versatile creator like Muhammad Anas Fahim bin Mahad Farid onto your next project? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope you found this breakdown as fascinating as I did. Keep learning, keep creating, and we'll see you next time.